Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Star Citizen, and we're taking a look at Hangar Patch 12.4. It's been a couple of weeks, I think, since the last patch, maybe a little bit longer. But so we've got another one, and I'll run you through all the fixes, changes, and everything, like I normally do. So the first thing I'll mention is that the multiplayer rollout has been increased again. It was increased during the last couple of weeks, up to about 20,000 people, I think, something like that. Oh, up to 30,000 actually. It's now up to 60,000 with the release of this patch. So if your citizen number is up to 60,000, then there you go. Jump in, have a look. Obviously I'm not at 60,000, so I still can't do any multiplayer stuff, but it'll get there eventually. So fixes. There have been a bunch of fixes actually, including some really cool sound improvements, so I'll make sure to show you those. But I'll run through the bug fixes first. So we've got a number of crashes that have been fixed. All sorts of different crashes, which is pretty cool. We've got some performance improvements. So what it says in the patch notes is when you target an enemy in single player, apparently there's been some performance improvements there, so I guess maybe you won't get a little bit of lag or something when you target an enemy. Pretty cool. For multiplayer, there's been a few fixes for multiplayer and everything. One of those has been that the matchmaking process has been improved a bit. I'm not really going to talk about the multiplayer updates or anything, because without multiplayer access I can't really get in there and see if it's actually working or anything like that. So I'm just going to focus on the single player side of things. So in regards to that, I suppose the sound improvements and everything will apply both to single player and multiplayer. But anyway, I'm going to load out my Hornet. I'm going to give it the normal overpowered loadout that I give it with the Omni Skies from 300i. And then I'll jump into Arena Commander. And what I'm going to do is I'll show you some before and after sort of stuff. So that should be good to see. So let's just do this really quickly. Alright, so I've got the Omni Skies on the turret, I've got the Mantis Gatlings on the wings, and I've got Badger repeaters under the nose. Obviously the Badgers won't fire for very long under the nose because they won't recharge their energy, but whatever, it'll do the job. So, I'll load this up and I'll see you once it's all loaded in. Now, you hear those engine noises from the ships flying past? How cool did that sound? It didn't used to do that. Alright, so I'm going to quickly group these Bulldog repeaters, if I remember how to do that. There we go, I'll put it into group 2. No, that's not right. There we go. And you can hear your own ship's engine noises now a lot better. I mean, normally you couldn't really hear the engines at all. So if I cut the afterburner in, so the engine noise is pretty awesome. Alright, we've got an enemy right here. Hear his rounds flying past the ship and his engine noises. The explosion sounded a bit better as well.
Alert. Aft shields down. Alert. Port shields down. Alert. Aft shields down.
So let's take this next guy out with the Gatlings, if I can get close enough. So I mean, it just sounds so much better, and it really does help the like the atmosphere, I guess, or the immersion, whatever you want to call it. And you can hear the wingmates' weapons firing. I don't think you could really hear that before. So let's take this guy out.
Shields charging.
Nice.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop talking for a little bit,
Warning.
and I'll fly a bit, and what I'm going to do is I'll do a before and after sort of thing. So
Bogey.
I'll try to capture a bit of the different sounds like missiles and weapons and everything, and I'll just show you what it sounded like before the patch and what it sounds like after the patch, and we'll see how that goes. So let's do that.
Scanning.
Contact. Elite units en route.
Bogey. Scanning. Lock. Destroyed. Scanning. Alert. Aft shields down. Collision. Target destroyed. Scanning. Scanning. Alert. Port shield down. Lock. Target destroyed. Shields charging. Target destroyed. Scanning. Target destroyed. Scanning.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
Shields charging.
Elite units en route.
Bogey. Scanning. Shields charging. Flare. Target destroyed. Scanning. Destroyed.
Ally eliminated.
Well, that seems like a good place to that seems like a good place to end this.
Stand by for reintegration.
Well, hopefully you guys have been able to pick the differences between the sounds. I should have enough footage from previous videos and everything to be able to kind of match it all up so you can see what it all sounded like before and after. Yeah, I think this is a really cool update. The ships themselves, they might be a bit better to fly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they've kind of tweaked things in the IFCS or anything without mentioning it in the patch notes. I don't know. It has been a couple of weeks since I played Arena Commander, so maybe I'm just imagining things. But the sounds really cool. I'm really liking it. It needed to happen. The sounds previously were a bit... Well, I wouldn't say they were bad, but they weren't particularly good. I think that's the best way of putting it. They just sounded a bit weak for what it was supposed to be. So I think this is really good. It's a really good step in the right direction. As always...
Aerospace. All systems online.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, get out of the ship. He doesn't want to get out of the ship. That's how you get out of the ship. As always, the bug fix is always good to see. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this here. So, as always, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.